headquarters of a brand that has created a distinct identity for itself in the international luxury market. And the headquarters are right here in Bahrain. If you look at their perfumes, their watches, their pens, the different items of beauty that they have, one wonders, how did the man behind the brand understand that he has to create something so beautiful, and what was the inspiration behind it? We have with us Mr. Mohammad Asfoor, the man behind Designer Shaik. Mr. Asfoor, what prompted you to create this? They're such beautiful, distinct designs. Where did it come from?
I think it was, for me, as an Arab, as a Bahraini, lived in this area, we see a lot of stuff from outside. We never see something joining from the inside, from the history of the Arabia, from the colorful period of Arabia, which actually inspired me a lot. And so the idea of the Sheikh is born then. And of course, it's the creative Sheikh, the creative prince, who actually represent all this heritage and colorful Arabia from the past, which we see all, away from the negativeness of media and things you hear about our areas, always dramas. So we really stay always on the romantic side of Arabia, always the colorful side of Arabia, and we develop product.
What is unique about Designer Shaik is that you do everything in-house and everything in Bahrain.
Yes.
Take us through that journey. You must have had some struggles, some ups and downs to do this massive job here, something especially which has not been done before.
Yeah, no, I mean, you start always with single room, with one or two boys of the active team, which I enjoy working with, because we used to do construction before, and contracting and interior. And then you pick those two, and then you start sketching and start developing project, which you think it take a month, it take years. It really take years. By the time we move away from that little room, we start making in this building, not this 3-story building. We had one also room much bigger, but it take ages before you get the theme, experimenting with the product and everything like that. It does really take a lot.
So we have to talk about your distinctive design. This is such a beautiful bottle. What inspired you to create something of such beauty and elegance?
I think the design itself is related to khanja,
okay,
which is the man weapon in the Arab world. And normally it is the status of the person who lead the tribe. Now, there is no such one for the female. So we thought Designer Shaik, from his emotion and love for the woman and their empowerment, he made khanjar especially for the ladies. You know, the men use this to protect, but this one have two way of weapon. One is to spray the perfume to attract the person she loves, and to protect herself if she need to.
And
from the unromantic man side. So that's how it is. It's just a small little story. And then we did this like this like the eye of the falcon. If you see, the head is like a falcon.
Yeah. And
the falcon symbol in the Arab world is the Bedouins, princes and stuff. They use it to oversee the whole surrounding of area, to know where the food, where the drink. Whereas if there is enemies or the falcon is the eye of the prince. So basically, also he given the eye of the prince into the female khanja, just matter of appreciation for his love and attraction to the female side.
And this is a his and her set, you said.
Yeah.
And there's something special inbuilt here.
Yeah.
So let me just take this out for you so you can show us what
Yeah, I mean,
is.
in this one, it's just supposed to be, this is symbolize the love and the relationship for a couple who would keep this in their bedroom to serve the man and the female. And the same time, from early, it just shows you could put a message of romance, and this stay with this as a monument of love in their bedroom.
Come on, we go this way. Come on. As one of the brands that has built its distinct identity, and you've done it out of our lovely kingdom of Bahrain, and there are many entrepreneurs who would want to follow your footsteps and make a similar kind of brand, what would be your message to them?
I mean, a brand had to come from a passion and had to be focused on, because it's like a little baby. It grows in the beginning. In fact, not even like little babies. In fact, you start from the babies in inception, in the beginning. It takes a long before it have a shape. And you have to have the confidence, and you have to have the passion to carry on with your ideas. And actually, it had to come from the inside. I see people who start brand, they think because they're copying. Copy never been something
as successful
as in a brand. Because you could copy, but then you lose road, you lose direction, because as soon as every day there is a traction in the market to move you left, right, center, and that's so visible in a brand.
So what's been the most successful market for Designer Shaik?
We are around the world. We are in 50 countries, 800 point of sale, and it's lovely to have that kind of interaction between the Arabian theme and every other culture, because that's actually is exciting us. And we love to see people buying it, because they really like to buy something special from somewhere far in the world.
So we are here where all the magic happens. Mr. Asfoor, take us through the design at Designer Shaik.
In this flow, that where everything being planned and actually gone from small, simple idea on sketches into the three-dimensional world, and then we make it, we go around it until we improve the product to the shape you see. And that might take years. Some of the product been here 3 years, some of it been 10 years.
Oh.
I mean, the watch has been here 15 years, because before they come up to life, and something which we could sell and contribute to the to watch market with. It's actually, so everything start with here and actually improved here and executed somewhere else in factories, but actually this is where the control of it.
So the process of watchmaking is very delicate, very arduous. It takes a long time to bring one piece to the market. How does it work at Designer Shaik?
I mean, it's like anything else. Designing things from scratch is a lot of hard work, because we have to start with the 3D on the computers, develop the whole concept, develop the shape, develop the component, and then go back to printing them in 3D, and then have the feel of them, and then going to the metal production of it. And that takes process, because you need to find out the factory who could do the design challenges the challenges you made in your own design. Yes.
Yeah.
And this is our next product, and this is actually a cut-in stainless steel watch, which is this easy to make if you make it from gold or something, because casted, not accurate. But when you want to go on accuracy of using stainless steel watch, you need to use a technique of CNC to cut. After they do the metal, they cut the filigree, and that's a very hard work, one by one. And this is our next watch. This is the workshop where we assemble watches and actually also repair them. And of course, it's not 100% time consuming. It's only a certain type of moment, but you can see the type of workshop. Here also we have the 3D printers, which will be experiment between the virtual and actually real, to experiment with the real shapes. And then before it goes to factories to direct them to manufacturing the metal and harder material.
So Mr. Asfoor, you've given us a complete tour of what it takes for you to build these exquisite items at Designer Shaik, right here in the heart of Bahrain. Tell us what's coming up, what's in the future, what are the products you're looking at launching?
I mean, we'll continue making product, we'll continue making more watches, we'll continue making more pens, more accessories, more perfume. And we can't set exactly when they're out, because we have to be happy with the product before it can be decided to launch. Some of it you've seen already walking you through. There is some of those products on the table. They are showing you example of things happening. And there's a lot of other things to the brand. There is event, there is displays to shops, new market. So there is many things, always we busy baking.
It's been really informative, this visit to the headquarters of Designer Shaik, right here in the heart of Bahrain, where we saw the things that are coming up next for the brand. We got a sneak peek of what the products that are going to be put out in the market. Thank you, Mr. Asfoor, for trusting us and taking us through your wonderful headquarters.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your interest and visit. Back to work.